So before we tie off, I do want to show you one quick tip. If you know you need to fill in a solid block or a solid line of color, a really fast way to do that is actually to do multiple steps in one. I'm actually going to orient this a different way. Here we go. So let's say I want to stitch a line that goes all the way this way, and I know I've got a bunch of blue that I want to put in a row. Instead of going in and out every single time and doing each X individually, we can do all the X's, all the strokes in one direction first, and we can even skip a step by putting our needle down and back out in one go. So you can see here, the needle's going to go down through the back and up through the next hole all in one go. So this makes it really fast. So by doing that, we've got 1/2 of the X, one left-handed stroke. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to jump up to this diagonal, and we're going to do an entire line of just half of the X, so one of the diagonal lines of the X, like this, all in one go. We never even have to look at the back because we're just going to go down through one hole, poke the needle up through the next hole, and then just pull it all through. And then this also leaves our needle in the right position to continue going with the next stitch. So let's say I want to do one more. This time, because this is going to be the last stitch in my line, I'm going to go through to the back, and you can see that we've got a whole bunch of diagonal stitches here. Now we're going to go the opposite way. So what I want to do is I'm going to go down this time, but the same idea where we're going to go through this hole and back up to the left, and that's going to cross that top X. Same thing, we're going to jump one down and another time and again. And still notice how I don't even need to look at the back. If you've got really good fine motor skills and hand-eye coordination, you may be able to figure out this trick so that it helps you stitch a lot faster. So you can see how quickly we filled in that part of the design. And we've got nice clean X's, and you'll notice that because the strokes all go the same way, it looks really nice and neat as well. So we don't have some X's that go one way and then another X that starts the other direction. It's like all of these diagonals are going the same way, and they were done as the second part of the stitch. Anyways, so the last thing I want to show you is once you are finished with this color, what do you do with this tail here? Well, we're going to just pick some nearby stitches and push our needle underneath them. And you might find it helpful as you're stitching not to pull the thread too tight. Like, we want it snug against the fabric, but we don't want it so tight that you can't then do this step. So we're going to pull the needle underneath some of the nearby stitches, and that's going to keep the tail nice and firmly against the fabric. I'm going to go one more time underneath some of these. It does take a little effort to get underneath the thread, so just do your best to wiggle your needle underneath, and that'll help secure it. This is the tail from when we started, and then we can safely cut this one off as well, like so. I'm going to trim this one as well, and then this helps keep the back nice and neat. We've got some shorter tails here. These can stick out, that's no big deal. And then nice and clean stitching on the front side.